This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 924. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999. With me this week, we have John DeLuna, who was here in 1999.
I was. What a year.
What
a time to be alive.
What a year.
What? Y2K, prep for Armageddon.
Don was like a famous Transformers fan that I did not know in 1999.
I was 1970, 80, no, I was 29.
Yeah, but Don was a big name Transformers fan that was so famous that I wrote him into a fanfic. But
I remember that.
Yeah, but I did not know Don for a few more years. Actually, I'll be honest with you, it's probably another 10 years before I really knew Don. Chris, also
was
here
also
in
there in
99.
1999. Yeah.
Yep. Rob?
Hello. I was not here in 1999.
No, you weren't. I don't think
I
Chris
didn't even know you then.
Yeah, Chris didn't even know you
No.
then.
It was about 4 more years, I think.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt?
I wasn't here until late 2013, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diecast about the same time?
Yeah, a little bit before.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit before.
Saturday, Diecast may or may not be at the Hasbro Toy Fair event. We're just waiting for Hasbro to get back with us. So I think, I don't know what's going on. Like Hasbro PR reached out, said, hey, like they do every time, hey, come to the event. Okay, well, I can't do it, but it's going to be Diecast here. Crickets. So Hasbro, come on, respond to your email.
They've dealt with Diecast before. That's why they're being quiet.
That's true. It's not just it's not just Diecast. I've heard from other folks in the same boat. So, but like it's Saturday. Like we're just a couple days away. So
no, this time it was basically like normally they just invite you.
Yeah.
This time it was like a survey. It was weird. It was like a survey if you wanted to be invited, and then it was crickets.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll email back tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's not like you live super far away. It's not like you're flying in or anything.
Yeah.
Like
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because
So I'll be honest with you. We're not tweeting from it. We're not. I mean, honestly, other than you getting a chance to talk to the Hasbro folks, being there at this point, 10 years ago, sure. But now, like, we're going to get those pictures, like, from there. Like, honestly, it might just be better off if you're here talking with us. But I know you want to go. I know it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun.
talking to Mark's a good time.
Yeah.
So,
But, like, not being there is not as big of a deal as it was, like, years ago. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's worth going just to see Miguel. Because
Yeah.
Miguel is awesome.
If Miguel is there, Miguel is somebody else I know in the same boat that we are right now. So, yeah, cool. Okay. Hey, so yeah, the Toy Fair live stream. Hopefully this will be in your podcast feed and you'll have already listened to it before that happens. So you'll be prepared to join us live at tfradio.net/discord, which is where we'll be chatting. You can watch along on our YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure tfradio.net/live still works. I'm way up on things when it comes to our website. Like it is, I'm keeping it current. I'm keeping it going. But tfradio.net/discord is where you can chat along with us. We're going to do the live stream starting 5 o'clock Eastern time Saturday. Now, if you're listening to this Sunday, just keep checking the podcast feed because we're going to put the live stream in to the podcast feed just like we always do. So it's fun. It's relaxed. It's a chance to BS about toys. 2/3 into it, we'll start talking about news that happens unless the news leaks before, which has happened. And then we'll be talking about it leading in. So it'll be a lot of fun. Liokaiser. Death Cobra is unlocked. 13,636 as of right now. And it's up for the Japanese market on Takara Mall. So we're still saying what? 25,000? Is that what we're thinking?
I think Victory Saber was like close to 27 and Death Source was 28-ish. I'm thinking somewhere in there.
What did Robots in Disguise or Car Robots Optimus Prime do?
He is the most successful Transformers HasLab.
I don't think it'll hit that, but I could
No.
see this doing better.
I think he was somewhere 30, maybe more.
Because this is a combiner, and I think that not Star Saber, but at least Desaurus, I think Liokaiser probably has more name cachet than Desaurus. I'm thinking that it'll probably outperform Desaurus. I don't think it'll outperform Fire Convoy, but we'll see.
I mean, most of the people who got Death Source are going to want Liokaiser because they are a set.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it'll outperform. I think it'll be the second most popular after Fire Convoy. We'll see. Roberto Orci passed away due to kidney disease at age 51.
Sad.
Don, who is Roberto Orci?
He worked on Transformers movies, and I think he also wrote on or contributed to Transformers Prime.
I think he was an executive producer for Transformers Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, he wrote on Transformers and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. He was the writer on the one of the writers on the Kelvin Timeline Star Trek movies.
Mhm.
The first one.
Yeah. And I believe also
He
worked
was only
on
51?
yeah.
Gosh.
Also
Well, I
worked
mean-
on Alias and Fringe, I believe.
So the 2009 Star Trek, that was 16 years ago. So he would have been in his 30s then. Okay, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like not necessarily my favorite impacts to Transformers, but definitely a sizable impact to Transformers.
Oh yeah.
As well as Star Trek. So
I mean, I think the kindest way to say it is that he was the catalyst for a lot of good things that happened afterwards. I don't think Star Trek would be where it was now if the movies had not happened. And I don't think that Transformers would have had the exposure and the budget needed to create a lot of the things that we have liked in the last like 15, 20 years if it had not been for the movies.
I can't believe we're coming up to the 20th anniversary of the movies.
Scary.
yeah, it is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I read these as Chris wrote them. Don, can you leave some wish fulfillment for the rest of us, please? The Loyal Subjects teases M.A.S.K project. We've talked about this before, but now we have photos of them, at least in shadow.
Real teaser photos.
And I need them.
Yes. I mentioned on Facebook or something that I wish these were like classified scale so you can mix and match with your classified.
No, I don't want them classified.
But it
scale.
would-
No,
be-
absolutely
it would
not.
it would not be possible to do that at the classified scale. So I'm perfectly happy with getting, good solid 3 3/4 inch figures or so with this. But it looks like they're doing Condor, Thunderhawk, and Switchblade, and there's 2 pictures of Rhino. So I don't know if they're doing 2 different color schemes.
There were 2 versions of Rhino in M.A.S.K, wasn't there? Like
I don't remember.
was there a variation? Not that they would do that. I don't know M.A.S.K.
I'm not sure
I
because
had very limited M.A.S.K growing up.
when it comes to like those kind of vehicles, Bulldog is my favorite with Boris Pushkin. So I don't remember.
Condor is my favorite because it's the only one I had as a kid.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
By that logic, none of them are my favorite.
There you go. You were too young.
I don't think I even knew about M.A.S.K having been a thing until I got on the internet much later.
yeah. I just hope that we get a good variety of stuff without it being. I know they're going to have to start off with the ones everybody knows or had. Like I said, your Condor. Everyone had Condor, Thunderhawk, Switchblade,
Condor was the
Rhino.
cheap one. That's the reason I had it, because it was the smallest one.
But I'm saying they're going to have to come out with the ones that hit the nostalgia button really hard. And then we'll be getting some other stuff, like maybe we'll finally get a Gloria Baker Shark, or we'll get, I don't think we're going to see like Billboard Blast right away, things like that. But
I think we'll get so we should get Boulder Hill, and it should just be a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Strong Toy Line. Never mind.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be a Super 7 thing.
Yeah.
but I am super excited, and I'm kind of sorry that Hasbro had to license this out to get it made. Well, whether they had
Hasbro's
to or
not.
not, they did. But if this is what it takes to get it made, and I'm just super happy for this.
I mean, I think Hasbro in general likes the idea of licensing things, especially
sure.
things that are risky, because it's free money.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's
Somebody
someone
is
else's
paying
bankruptcy.
Hasbro money to take all the risks
Yeah.
Yeah.
themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
And I know it's just a teaser image, but I really want the masks to have some detail to them as best as possible at that scale. I want them to be not just hunks of colored plastic. I want them to actually look like Spectrum, Hocus Pocus, Lifter.
I want short mask variants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted them to do replica masks. Like we get the Cobra Commander mask and we get the Snake Eyes helmet. I would have bought if they had done like that level masks. Can you imagine a bookshelf?
They would have made dozens of dollars.
Yeah.
Dozens of dollars.
Well, they could have done like those little mini football helmets. I mean, they could have done them in that size, make them a little more affordable. But I would have loved to have like a bookcase full of just masks.
Yeah, that would be great, Don. You could 3D print that. Do
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
That's technology, Brian. We
Well,
and you know me and technology.
Well,
We do not speak to each other.
pay
much.
I'm sure-
somebody to design them.
Anyway, I'm sure we'll see much more of these over the weekend and like into early next week with Toy Fair happening.
Yeah. So Hasbro had their Q4 earnings call. Solid growth in Transformers, 12% overall decline in consumer products, potentially stemming from Star Wars and Nerf in particular. Toy sales in 2025 expected to be flat overall. They have a new strategy, Play to Win, focusing on play-fueled engagement and partnerships. Likely meaning they're banking on gaming sales and licensing to make money. So exactly like the M.A.S.K thing here.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I got this week was a surprise licensed item that I didn't know existed. So
That'll be interesting.
Slight spoilers. So just expect more licensed stuff going forward, and we might start seeing actual transforming licensed stuff. That's not just parts forming. That's not.
I mean, we
that
have already
specu-
with Mattel with the Hot Wheels Optimus.
True. I think that's a little different, but
Slightly.
yes, yeah. So, but that's speculation. That's not like
Mhm.
insider news or anything. But like, do not be surprised if we don't have in the next couple of years non-Hasbro transforming Transformers. Actually, would they be Transformers or converters? And we'll find out.
Diacron.
Diacron. Okay. Walmart Collector Con coming on March 13th and 14th. Do we know anything at all?
Well, so we've got the Galaxy Force
yeah.
Cybertron anniversary capsule that's going to be this summer. Also, we know there's listings for the retro collection Seaspray and Brawn, which we haven't seen yet. So probably we'll see those. At least I don't know if we're going to see the exclusive capsule stuff.
Did anybody get the notification from Hasbro Pulse about their retro collection Bumblebee shipping?
I didn't pre-order from there.
I didn't pre-order one.
I didn't either.
Apparently
it
I
was sold
pre-
out by the time I found it.
Apparently, I pre-ordered 2, and both are shipping soon. So,
Well, I didn't get Bumblebee. I just got Gears.
But yeah, I mean, I think those were due to ship out sometime fairly soon anyway from Walmart. So that seems like it would track.
yeah.
Blade Raider says, "Beware the Ides of Walmart's Collectors Con."
Everybody orders, very few get.
Yeah,
Okay. Hasbro I saw this in my email yesterday. Hasbro reissuing Earthrise Trailbreaker and Siege Prowl. I don't know
for
why.
some reason.
Yeah.
I know Trailbreaker got hard to find for the longest time up until the 4-pack came out.
5-pack.
5-pack.
5-pack came out, yeah. And there was a slight color difference, I think, between them.
Yeah.
But he was hard to find. Siege Prowl, I gotta ask the hell. Earthrise Prowl would be a lot more palatable to people. Because it was in that 2-pack that was hard to get.
Yeah, like apparently Siege Prowl did like go up in price on the secondary market. We've talked before about how that's a thing they do pay attention to. But like even so, comparatively, Earthrise Prowl must be a more
Sought after.
inviting target for reissue based on the same premise.
Yeah. I mean, you could use Siege Prowl in robot mode, kinda. If he's like if he's on the second shelf behind somebody else and say, "Oh, there's a Prowl back there," you
Or
really couldn't tell which
or
one.
build out auto troopers. But
Yeah.
Or steal a head from to put on Earthrise Prowl.
yes, because Earthrise Prowl famously has Blue Streak's head.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the prowl. That's
That it just doesn't make sense.
no.
Wouldn't have been
No
my
one's.
choice.
I don't think anyone out there is asking for siege prowl.
I wonder if this is another example of some intern looking up the wrong Prowl, and they went ahead with the wrong one. They
Maybe-
got the two mixed up.
Maybe they're looking for Transmetal 2 Prowl. That's what happened.
Who?
Maybe
Yeah.
this is what they had available to reissue.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
I mean, and sometimes, like, we don't know how long the Amazon exclusivity period for that specific toy might be. The Target ones with the battle damage are probably different enough to fall outside of that problem.
Or Target might have the exclusivity now.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of factors to consider, but still, reissuing Siege Prowl just feels really weird and maybe a little tone deaf.
Also, I just want to note that I just now got Don's joke about Transmetal 2 Prowl.
Joke grenade.
I'm like, oh, he's not recognizing the beauty that is Transmetal 2 Prowl. No, he's making an owl joke, and Brian's just dumb. Bravo, Don. Bravo.
Can that be the episode title?
Brian's
He's making
just
an owl
dumb.
joke and Brian's just dumb?
No, it's dozens of dollars. Dozens of dollars is
I mean,
right
that's
now.
fine too.
Yeah, is the show title. That's beautiful. So we have photos. Speaking of beautiful, we have photos of Selects Trypticon redeco.
It
I
looks
want
so
this,
good.
but I don't
It
want to
does.
buy it again.
Me neither.
I don't have the Trypticon I already own out now. He's in storage because I don't have room.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is so beautiful. This is the Trypticon I wish we had gotten.
Yeah, that's the problem. I want it, and like, what would I do with it if I bought it?
What I want is for, some kind of temporal anomaly to occur and this be the Trypticon I bought like 10 years ago.
It's bigger in
Yeah.
the past.
Exactly.
The Trypticon
Anti-time
of the future are
Trypticon.
great in the past.
End of time Trypticon.
Anti-time Trypticon.
Anti-time Trypticon. That's also a
Yeah.
pretty good show
Yeah,
title.
Nucleon Quest Trypticon.
Yeah.
No. No.
Inverse Tachyon Trypticon.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying not
But
to
that
pad the
is-
show out because we have a live stream this weekend and it's asking a lot of listeners to
Yeah.
hear all our jokes plus that. So
But we appreciate you so much for giving us so much of your time this
yeah.
weekend.
So but,
Yeah.
but we like the Trypticon. That's the,
Yeah, and it's
Yes.
weird.
Yes.
In these colors, that Allspark blue actually works. Normally, that's one color on a figure that usually doesn't work well with me.
I don't see
But-
any Allspark blue on there. There's teal.
Well, to me, that's close enough to Allspark blue. It's
Okay,
It's,
so in other news this week, Don is colorblind.
and-
well, I'm a
and-
guy.
and-
We have problem with blues and grays and sometimes greens.
In other news, Blade said, and I don't know why I didn't think of this myself, all good things Trypticon.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
that is the final extension of the joke. Yes.
It is. Photos of Masterpiece lift ticket and DK2 guard mat.
Any interest there?
Well, I ordered DK2 guard a long time ago. I'm just waiting for that one. Lift tickets asking a lot. Like, I didn't get the yellow Trailbreaker either because I haven't liked a Masterpiece toy in a good long while. I'll definitely have that DK2 guard though.
Yeah.
I'm tempted by the lift ticket just so I want that hoist mold.
It looks good in red.
Yeah, because like we said before, that Trailbreaker, Masterpiece Trailbreaker had too much hoist in it to be Trailbreaker. And I don't need hoist because I had the X
looks better
Transbox
as
version
hoist.
that I'm happy with. But this way I could get lift ticket and that hoist mold. So it's like a 2-for-1 on that.
So like when Generation Selects did their lift ticket, it had the yellow shorts, I'm going to call it. This has black. I really think it needs that yellow on there for the color balance to work, right? like I don't know how else to say this except that the colors on this masterpiece look lopsided because the legs are so mostly monochromatic.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. It makes it read weird or something. And yes, I agree. The Masterpiece Trailbreaker was definitely designed with Hoist in mind first, and they Trailbreakered it first.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Yolopark AMK Pro Rise of the Beasts Mirage in hand, and I hate that I like it.
I love it. I love it.
I like it. I don't hate that Mirage. One.
I just don't have any connection to the character.
Did you not watch the movie?
No, I watched the movie. It's just I just don't have enough of a connection to the character to want to drop the money to
He's
have him on my
likable.
shelf.
That's
Yeah, he is.
He's likable. I don't hate him.
I thought he was the one character that surprised me the most because I swore I was going to hate him because it was Pete Davidson as the voice actor. And I was like, I was like, it's going to be horrible. And I really liked him as a character.
I do too, but not enough to spend $60 for a model kit of him.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not buying it, but like,
it does look good.
Yeah, it looks good. Let's see here. Also, new Bearbrick 400% Optimus Primes in Bape and Baby Milo flavors.
I don't know what a Baby Milo is.
I don't understand what this means at all.
How can you be 400% of
this is a different language than I speak.
So Bearbrick exists at a certain size, and these Optimus Prime variations are 400% scaled up.
Ah.
And they
either that or they are concentrated like a can of Campbell's soup.
Are they super expensive? Because they're definitely...
Yeah,
I've seen this Bearbrick stuff go for a lot of cash.
Yeah, so the article actually says these will be limited releases with a pre-order price of 41,800 yen or $280.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Thank you.
Now, I've mostly put these in here because Brian's been talking the last few weeks about wanting to go get the Bathing Ape Optimus Prime variations, like the Masterpiece and G1 ones.
Okay, I don't also understand this. I'll need somebody to translate. EXG, Digi Plates, Transformers Digi Plate, Starter Pack Images. What's a Digi Plate?
Well,
it's a digital plate.
Yeah, it appears to be one of these like metal cards that comes in a stand. And also, there's like a digital version of it that you can have on your phone.
So it's like a collector's plate, like my Wrath of Khan collector's plate.
I think it's more like a collector's baseball card, but made of metal.
Kind of like those Burger King Pokemon cards that came in the black metal Pokeballs many years ago.
That was in like 1998.
No, it was gold plated.
Are these made of silver?
No,
they're some kind of metal. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't.
If you remember, Hasbro Pulse had those metal Optimus and Megatron 40th anniversary cards. I don't know what kind of metal they were made out of, but they actually just shipped because they were limited to 500 pieces, and I did end up getting one of each.
Okay.
So they'll be here soon. Soonish.
We'll hear about that on a future episode.
Okay, very cool. Okay, that's it. Let's jump to what we got this week. Don, did you get anything?
Yeah, the only thing I got on topic this week, a couple of weeks ago, when the leader class price figures at Target were on sale, I found Optimus Primal. I'm sorry, Ape Link. I could not buy Ape Link. He did not ring up in the system. He was not on the poll scanner and all that. I went back before the sale ended. They couldn't find where the lady put it because she was going to try to take it in the office and research it. And I said, that's fine. I'll just come back and check another day. 2 weeks passed and it never materialized until it was back on the shelf, slightly worse for wear.
What happened to it, Don?
I don't know. It was on the shelf like that.
Explain to the listeners what happened to it.
Well, I'm saying the box is crushed. The corner is crushed. It looks like Scourge was trying to rip him out of the package, pretty much.
I got this one, Don. Once Don gave the lady at Target a hard time, she violently stepped on the figure that he was trying to buy that she wouldn't let him buy.
So, yeah, for the people who can't see it, the box is smashed. It is in really bad shape.
The box is really smashed. But I asked the gentleman, hey, I was in here and he remembered me because I asked him
I'm sure he does.
a few days prior.
That lady told everyone about him.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Don.
So he remembered me asking, and he wound up giving me $10 off because of the damage of the box, and I had a Target gift card, so I went ahead and picked him up about $20 total.
Don
So-
walks into Target and everybody just stops and goes, Norm.
Yeah.
So I have a Studio Series, slightly worse for wear Ape Link,
Oh, very cool.
but that's all that I got on topic.
Diecast, you get anything?
I got
If it's a
nothing
short
on
show,
topic.
if it's a short show, it's okay. Matt,
Nope.
Rob,
Nothing on topic.
Chris.
Not since last week.
Okay, I got two things. I'll mention the.
What about John?
John, I forget. John, yeah, John. Did you get anything?
Nope. Nothing on topic.
Sorry.
Okay, good. We just had to get that on the record, though. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So Kim was in Aldi this week, and I had no idea that she got me anything. But when she came back, she had me this. I've seen the brand before, a Zach with an exclamation mark, Transformers water bottle.
Oh.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, people were posting that they were showing up at Ollie's.
Yeah, it's a 20
or
Aldi. Yeah, it's a
Aldi, I'm sorry.
25-ounce bottle. So hey, I'm happy with that. The other on topic thing I got this week was something I bought during the show last week, if I remember right. It is my favorite. It's my favorite, right? Yeah, it's my favorite Beast Machines toy, which is Motorcycle Drone, but I got it
Ooh.
carded.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
So I haven't been buying a whole lot lately. My goal is to have like all of Beast Wars and Beast Machines pretty much boxed or carded. And I've got, I think the hardest, no, not the hardest. I've got most of the hardest stuff to get, but there's like little things here and there that don't go for much that, like Motorcycle Drone that, like if I'm going to do it, I need to get them now before I die. So, yeah, I picked up Motorcycle Drone. It's beautiful. I love it.
It was a good toy.
It's a good toy.
Yeah.
It's a good toy.
It's a good toy.
Well, what's amazing, it and the Tank Drone were better than the Deluxes.
Oh, no.
Tank Drone, they were mega.
Yeah, the Tankor was a mega, the
Oh, yeah.
original one, and I strongly, vehemently dispute that the Tank Drone toy was a better toy than Tankor.
I liked it better.
I didn't.
So Thrust was he was on a card. He was a deluxe, but he was a
Correct.
big deluxe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the sandwich from Hardee's Done. It was just a large size deluxe. Cool. Let's jump to off topic / ham sandwiches. Our off topic portion of the show. Since I went last, I'll go first this time. Something also I ordered during the show a week or two back. It is the Steel Core Commander versus Twilight Guard 2-pack. I have no idea what this is, but it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
G.I.
why I
Joe,
got it.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are cool.
I am so far behind on G.I. Joe. I don't know what's out or not. We didn't mention.
Have you seen the San Diego Comic-Con set?
Yeah, I was going to mention that. So the San Diego Comic-Con set is Cold Slither.
Which I won't.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I love it and I want it. And I'm glad that that's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and not like something that was like a real figure in a real American hero that I feel like I have to have. Now, I do think I have to have it, but I don't feel like if I don't have it, like I'm missing something in the collection.
Right.
So
That's fair.
yeah, so, but yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Well, apparently some stores are getting heavy duty in already. So some
Yeah,
online stores.
CMD store had it last week.
Yeah, but I
think
wasn't
they sold
paying
out.
$14 shipping.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. Don.
It's mostly an off-topic week. My wife was down at the bin store last week. I meant to show these off last week, and she picked up. If any of y'all have ever heard of the Good Smile Company
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
out of Japan, they
Mhm.
do a lot of figurines and stuff. They had some of their stands at the bin store, and it was
Interesting.
Dollar Day.
What do they do? Like what kind of stands are they?
They're action figure stands.
Yeah, their Figma is their most popular line.
So are these
Oh.
like Tamashi stages, or are they just like flat pieces with pegs on them, or
The
No,
Single
they have
stands.
armatures. There's 3 in a package.
okay,
it's
so
just
they are just basically Tamashi stages then.
Yeah. But they were $1 a piece, and they retail on Amazon for 20 a piece.
What the heck?
Heck yeah,
Very
Don.
nice.
So I mean, I have
They have more?
this only two she saw. Only two she saw. So there's I got those.
Good find.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, wonderful wife,
Way to go,
Uh,
Mrs. Don.
hmm?
I said, way to go, Mrs. Don.
Mrs. Don. Had my $5 at Target GameStop expiring. So I decided to get another Cobra Retro carded figure to flesh out my Cobra ranks. Just because I needed one more. Picked up who is probably he's the very best Green Lantern, and he will tell you that every chance he gets.
Oh, it's Guy Gardner.
Mr. Guy Gardner. But I actually saw one in the wild. The face sculpts are really good. He's got a lot of accessories, and unlike the DC Direct version, he can actually hold his lantern. So I picked him up.
But can he hold his liquor?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure Guy can.
So Don's
Yeah.
favorite Green Lantern's Gnort, right?
No, my favorite Green Lantern is Rotlop Fan, but I love Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner's my favorite.
Hal can go jump in a black hole for all I care.
Yeah.
I also got Power Girl.
For
Just 'cause
reasons.
Just because it's just a great looking figure.
Don has his eyes fixated on it.
He's gonna hang it on his hang it from his ceiling in his bedroom.
Anyway,
This is Patreon content, so I'll allow it.
yeah. Matty Collector. Mattel had a couple of their special online only figures. These won't be in stores.
What,
So
like
I
Mattel
decided to
Creations?
get Rio Blast.
Oh, I got Rio Blast too, and I forgot to mention it. It's beautiful.
It is. And it comes like that. It comes in a card protector,
Yeah, they do.
unpunched. It's gorgeous. I mean,
God, I love it. Thank you, Don, for
I
mentioning
love-
that. I completely forgot.
Yeah, I just love the Rio Blast. And last week I got it and forgot to mention it. I also got the new Mattel Creations Panther.
Oh,
And-
the large panther. What do you think?
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. The fur texture, the metallic sheen,
Maybe I should
the
have flocked it.
emerald,
Yeah, they should
emerald
have.
on the just absolutely gorgeous figure. I mean, because that, and I can understand them doing this on the Mattel collector site because we all know how bad the Battle Cat languished at retail forever.
I mean, so did Panther. They did that.
They did the
Yeah, the
flock
flock.
version and the other version. They both sat.
Yeah. So there's that.
And so
And-
and we had Night Stalker went through Mattel Creations too, right?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't because that was I usually don't.
You don't do
much with
Origins. That's
but,
all I do.
But Rio Blast looks so good. And the last thing I got this today, thanks to some Dononomics. I had money I wasn't expecting, so I got Super 7 Ultimates Dream Master Mumra.
Richard
and the
Simmons,
Tran-
Dream Master.
Yeah, Dream Master. He's translucent.
What makes him a Dream Master?
He's translucent plastic. He has.
Does he come to you in dreams or something? I don't remember that from Thundercats.
Yeah. Basically, he
He's your
invoked
nightmare.
he went into the dreams of the Thundercats, trying to destroy them from within their own minds.
That was like a special episode. That was like a single episode.
Yeah,
I don't
but
remember.
it's a me and Clear Plastics.
Yeah.
I've got Ghost Groon and I've got Ghost Jaga. So I think that'll make a really great looking shelf. And I had some money I wasn't expecting, so I picked that up. And that is everything I got off topic.
I would call it Force Ghost Mumra. That's what it would be to me.
Sounds
Diecast.
kind of like Freddy Krueger Mumra to me.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what I was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Diecast.
I actually got my vintage Grogu to go in the Mandalorian.
How vintage can Grogu be?
Well, it's the
Well-
vintage collection, so it's the
Yeah.
the 3 3/4 style,
Yeah.
5-point articulation, I think.
But
Yeah.
that is the correct.
No, that's the retro collection. The vintage
Grogu.
collection is the full articulation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is the correct Grogu to go in the Transformers crossovers Mandalorian.
I was told that
Starfighter.
the Lego Grogu also works, but I don't care enough.
It may
about that
also
to-
work, but it was technically designed for the vintage collection Grogu.
Yeah, there's a few that can work in that. So
Yeah, I heard
options
there's
are there.
another one where if you bend the ears, it fits.
Yeah.
So
but
when did we make this jump from calling it Baby Yoda like we all want to actually calling it Grogu? Like,
Oh, I still call him Baby Yoda.
yeah, me too.
I don't
They're
care.
not gonna change me.
Yeah,
Down with the
Um,
oligarchy.
yeah.
I also got more of the Jada Street Fighter figures. I got DJ, Cammy, and Guile.
Okay. So do you remember
So-
who DJ and Cammy are?
Yeah. Yep. And Guile. Yeah, I remember who all them are. The only one I don't remember,
Remember who T-Hawk is?
I may if I saw him.
Okay.
Fei Long is the only one that I still don't remember.
So they were from the
And
same
T-Hawk,
game.
apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all four are from the same game.
but well, I remember the iconic ones, not the generic ones.
Oh dear. Okay. Sorry.
Moving right along.
That just hit me like just wrong. Okay. Anything else, Diecast?
I think that is everything.
Matt,
John just said in our Discord, how can you forget T-Hawk?
I know.
Or I did get more of the I don't know if I told you guys I'm doing a build a R2D2.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that before.
Yeah, so I got more parts for that. I don't even think I'm anywhere close, and I'm probably like $800 in on this R2D2 already. Yeah, it's been an incredible money pit.
But it like does stuff. It's not just like cute.
Yeah, once I finally get all the pieces and get it built.
Yeah, I mean it's got like electronics and motors and stuff, right?
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt.
I found Cheerwine locally.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
That was our magic social lubricant at Trypticon in 2013.
It was.
A
Special
lot of
times.
conventions.
Unofficial drink of Radio Free Cybertron.
That's right.
Really is. Rob.
Just one thing. I found the place on eBay I've been getting a lot of my model kits from had the high grade G-Self atmospheric pack from Mobile Suit Gundam Recon Geista and G. These are words that will only make sense to Chris.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that series though.
Yeah, it's a good series. I like the design of the G-Self.
So
It's
say
been
it
a while
again.
since I could.
You said atmospheric pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like the gear that a Morton Joe wears in Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah, I've been looking for that for a while. It was $21, which is pretty damn good. So
Yeah.
Haven't built it yet, but happy to have that for the stack. And that is it.
Chris.
Oh, I can't top that.
I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. If you're a patron of Radio Free Cybertron, you get an ad-free version of the show. You get it a day early at a higher bit rate with the complete What We Got This Week segment, including non-Transformers content. And man, did Diecast and Dawn like really nail it this week. So, and Matt, like all great stuff. If you are connected to Discord through your Patreon, you get to be a fancy red color. Your name gets to show up. You get There Goes My Money.
About the colors, I actually fixed the problem we had before. So touched patrons are now denoted as such in the role list, and they have a red name, and the rest of our patrons are denoted as patron and have a purple name.
Oh, cool.
So all of our patrons are now properly covered with special color names.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. I knew we talked about that. So we have 3 tiers. So you get purple, red is what's the other color?
I thought we only had the 2 tiers,
We have 3
patron
tiers.
and touch tier.
We have leaving money on the table.
Oh, do we still have that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I only saw 2 patron-specific roles in there, so any patron role we have is either going to be purple or red.
Okay, there you
Red
go.
is touch tier.
Okay, cool. Patrons get There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. And patrons at the touch tier also get to be mentioned on the show each week and listed at tfradio.net/credits. And I need to update this. Kevin Dorsey, Daniel Scott, Jacob Owen Lucia, Sean Bratton, Emmett Stresovich, Hector Bones, Jay Klein Rye, Joey Russell, Here's Why It's Cool, Rabbits, Ryan Bona, Sean Hamilton, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Trickster, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, and Mollis Koenig. Thank you all so much. And again, if you want to be like these fine folks here, go to patreon.com/tfradio to sign up. You can find all of our podcasts going back 25 years at tfradio.net. You can't find us on Twitter because I deleted it. But we're on YouTube and other places. Instagram, TF Podcast. I think we may be on Threads. I don't know. But the place you really need to go is tfradio.net. You can find me at briankilby.com. Most of my stuff is there. You can also find me at kilby.bsky.social. Rob Springer, not here, but you can find him at zonebase.org, at zonebase.bsky.social, and at RoboRobSpringer on Twitter, probably. I think he still has it. John DeLuna, how do people get a hold of you?
That John D everywhere except on eBay where it's Cloudburst.
Cloudburst. Don.
I'm reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. I can also be reached on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.bluesky.social. I can also be found on the Plasticast. Go to Plasticon Studios on YouTube. Look for the podcast link, and we are going to be Sundays at 8 talking about a variety of subjects. 1 week we talk about GoBots. Another week we talk about any number of topics. So tune in and check us out and see what comes off the top of our head next.
Cool. Diecast.
You can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast, and you can see all my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/rfcreviews. And I also have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/diecast list.
Excellent, Matt.
Melvar.bsky.social. That's with 3 L's and 2 R's, but just a heads up, I don't actually use it very much.
No, you don't. Rob.
I'm on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. I use it too much. And you can also find me on YouTube, youtube.com/@flailthroughs, I think is the current URL. I've been on there so long, it's changed like 3 or 4 times, even though I have not changed the name of the channel. Still covering Gundam games. This week in Gundam Battle Operation 2 for PSN, we are getting the Full Armor Overon, which is a manga exclusive Gundam that has stolen the Full Armor Hyakushiki Kai's shirt. That's going to go live tomorrow. Updates for the game are weekly. Thursday mornings, you can check out the channel and see what they are. Patreon.com/flailthroughs if you like what I'm doing over there. And you can support the channel or make requests. And tfradio.net/playlist if you just feel like sending me something for reasons. I have an Amazon wish list as well.
Sweet. Chris.
Christopher TXV on Blue Sky. My website is playlistphotography.com. You can find me in our Discord a lot. I just made Rusty green. If you're in the Discord, that'll make sense right now. It won't make sense later because I'm probably going to take the green away from him, but for the joke, I did it right now. He's rusted copper, I guess, at this point if he's green. I also have an Amazon wish list. It works through the Amazon affiliate program. So if you buy something off of that, it sends a little bit of money back to the show to help keep things going. You can find that at tfradio.net/chrislist.
Cool. Short show. We're going to have a long one this weekend. Join us if you can.
If you dare.
If you dare. Toy Fair live stream. We'll see you Saturday, 5-ish Eastern. Have a good one. Bye.
Good night,
You can
everybody.
win if you dare.
Take care.
See you, everybody.
They're all.
Recording stopped.
Okay,
Did we
good.
skip John during ham sandwiches?
Yes. I did.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. So and
'Cause-
we're
Okay.
Because
cutting
I
the
Still
show
would have been
short.
polite to ask. You,
I'm
though.
so I'm used to seeing John on screen. I'm not used to. I'm like in my head.
Brian's laying me off, guys.
Rob and Chris. Yeah,
Quiet firing me.
you're locked out. Yeah. So I'm used to Rob and Chris aren't on video. I'm used to seeing John.
Yeah, I'm usually one of the guys
I'm
on video.
old. I don't deal well with change anymore. I don't understand popular music.
I never have.
And everything that the kids do now scares me.
And why does my key card not work when I try to get in the office now, Brian? Why is that?
Like every day when I
I swiped it and
every
You
day.
need the blue one. It's over behind the chainsaw.
Yeah. Every day I clench like when I swipe, just like am I getting in or not? So
Wait, what are we talking about?
getting in the office in the morning.
Oh, okay. When you said you clench when you swipe, I was thinking we had gone somewhere else.
I mean, he did talk about age, so yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Hey, people watching live, I want to kill the stream because I'm killing the stream because it's late. It's actually
No,
early
it's
than
not.
normal. But I'm killing the stream because I'm going to bed. So people watching
Okay.
live, we'll see you. Goodbye, Twitch.
Goodbye.
And
Specifically not late. It was a short show.
yes, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people are going to have to put up with the Sunday evening and
Saturday.
Saturday.
oh yeah, Saturday evening.